Being a student in chiropractic school, we were exposed to so many stories and testimonials and just amazing results from people getting well from low back pain or people even getting well from cancer or trigeminal neuralgia. It was really awesome to hear how many different ways that people were helped and literally had their lives saved. But some of the questions was we were exposed to so many techniques in school, and people had always talked about getting their atlas checked. And no one ever said they got adjusted in their mid back and they felt this huge wave of motion. Yet every person that I saw or doctor that I saw would be adjusting these things. They'd be putting them on their side, adjusting their hips and adjusting their back. And they always talked about the atlas, and I didn't understand. I felt like I was being led false information, or there was some incongruency into what they were saying. So when I first got exposed to an upper cervical model, I thought, well, you can't just adjust one bone and expect the back pain to go away. But then I really started noticing that when I got under care, as opposed to being under full spine care, I felt like every time that I had to go into the office, I needed to get adjusted. And I started questioning particular things, just like, health doesn't come from medication. Why would health come from an adjustment? And I had an upper cervical doctor explain to me that it isn't the adjustment, it's the holding and the adjustment. And his model was to come in for me and get clear and not need to get adjusted, which I thought was amazing. This doc isn't just trying to take my money or just trying to adjust me every time. He's actually trying to get me on the road to health, and that's where his priority was. And that really helped me understand and get a lot of clarity in what I wanted to do. And I did a lot of full spine stuff throughout chiropractic and in clinic and in mission trips, etc. But then in my last year of school, I really got turned on to upper cervical, and I started doing that work in my student clinic experience, and the results were night and day difference. It went from going to back pain and neck pain, which is why people come in to see us, but even girls were saying, yeah, I feel like I didn't feel any bloating on my menstrual cycle, or I feel like my head just feels like it's floating and I don't have those severe migraines that I had like I used to, and I can communicate. Once again, it was that communication. It was about building relationships. So in doing so, it was definitely a trial and error. But I think once you get sold on it and you can be congruent with yourself, I think upper cervical is one of the greatest things that you can do for people, because there's no added unnecessary things that you need to do for that person. All life starts and ends right in this area here. And I think if you can get this clear, the body will take care of itself. And I'm so blessed to learn from one of the best here in this office at the Upper Cervical Spine Center. And I look forward to continuing and serving the Charlotte community.